I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
Hit on my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flagrant foul, your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless, say it now. You slacking in goaltending, my actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage, I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold a city down, anyhow. They gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 thou. I can conquer any style, victory is in me now. My time is now, who said it was later? It comes natural, I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming, they be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they been ducking me, you see lots of them running. Challenges, I embarrass them, they a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it, you just lied to the public. I serve a purpose, you nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me, you couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work, he ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
I gotta
let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Let's take them back.
Yeah. 94. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else ain't up. As far as me, I'm still caught up in all the... Still calling my expendables, cause it's hard to believe I can fit all of them boys in one... And the streets start trembling. On the count of three. Everybody now, 1, 2, 3, go!
Talk to him. Who stepped up in this rap game and seen acting fool?
Me and Preem, both names go together. Lot of frontin' like they ill.
Word. I think it's time to move on to the next one.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. Baby on that rap to pay the bill, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you so, but still so down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been with the sauce. Chef Curry with the pot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or drive the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got 40 in the studio, every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord, got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we could really get it, we could go for it. I'm just here for the bucks and the billies. Don't make me one of the ghosts for it. I run it, they like go for us. Run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean you already wrote for us. What's one more quote for us? Oh Lord, who else sounding like this? They ain't made me what I am, they just found me like this. I was ready, I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you, then do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. On that real? Yeah. The other night, lavishly told me that I'm all these people listen to. She said they love me unconditional. Imagine how I feel to watch another at the top. You know that if you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog. Okay, from that perspective, I see what you talking about. No way to soften that. Cause me, I was trying to find out where I lost them at, but maybe I ain't lose them at all. Maybe I keep moving forward and they're just stagnant, they ain't moving at all. But when they need their favor, who do they call? Maybe I'm searching for the problems, asking what was said and who was involved. Too focused on people's feedback and proving them wrong. They say the shoe can always fit no matter who for this song. These days feel like I'm squeezing in them. Whoever won before just wasn't thinking big enough, I'm about to leave them with them. Cause if I run the game in these, man, it seems to split it. No pun intended, but they smelling defeat in the air. Headed where nobody took it, who meeting me there? They tell him that he talking crazy, but he doesn't care. Being humble don't work as well as being...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be...
Dusk settling over Houston, Texas. Boy, what a great shot of the city right there. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top and going against Denver. Their first game of the NBA's regular season. Last season they won all 4 games, showing complete dominance.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's halves and
losing focus and letting one slip away. They came to play every time, and I expect that'll be the case tonight.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Farid at the 4. Moutier out there with Will Barton. Here's Ariza. Following the basket by Kenneth Farid. Here's Howard. And Jokic with the rebound. Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back, then. His body betrays him.
Here's Harden, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Moutier with the basket.
And talking about Howard, always a perennial double-doubles leader. Last year, through the injuries, he dropped down to 23 total double-doubles. But that was in only 41 games, so the average over an 82-game stretch would have put him in the top 5 once again. So clearly, he has a lot left when he's healthy.
And it's slammed in by Ariza.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Moutier with the ball. Gallinari wide open. And the 3 off target.
Getting back to Dwight Howard, I think he's at a crossroads physically. Had back and knee issues. It's highly unlikely he can be 100% for a full season. You just hope to have him happy and healthy for your most important games.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Now here's Moutier, guarded by Harden. Moutier kicks to Farid. Here's Gallinari, just 5 on the clock. Connects on the 9-footer.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
It's Harden with the drive. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And that one's good, Barton. The Rockets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Harden's shot is off.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Moutier kicks to Farid. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turns out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Moniunas is checked in for Houston. Now, here is Gallinari. Pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Moutier. With the floater, they recover it. Rockets leading by 4. Oh, and a fast break for the...
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here's Barton, following the score by Houston. And there's the pass to Moutier. Barton kicks to Farid, and he gets it to go.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Here's Moniunas, following the basket by Kenneth Farid. Beasley, the pass to Moniunas. Back to Beasley. And he gets it to go. Beasley's got his first basket of the night.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Barton. To the middle. Here's Jokic. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. So for the Rockets, Brewer is checked in for Beasley. McDaniels comes in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
A bit ago, Mike Malone and I were able to chat. They are going up against arguably the toughest center the NBA has to offer in Dwight Howard. One problem that Howard poses is his ability to send shots away on the defensive end. He told his players to be fearless and not think twice about taking shots, saying, "A lot of the D Howard plays is mental. He just has shooters second-guessing. He might have them third-guessing, guys."
Thanks, Doris. Terry outside to the left side wing. And Modiunas picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. Here's Laverne. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Howard's checked in for Modiunas. For Denver, they've gone 8 of... Moutier dishes to Chandler.
You know, when I think of Wilson Chandler, what comes to mind is supreme athleticism. He can throw it down with the best of them, and yet he's still working on the other areas of his game to be more well-rounded.
You know, back to Wilson Chandler, he's somewhat of a wild card. One of the few guys to go overseas. You remember, Greg, during that NBA lockout in 2011, he signed to play for China and didn't negotiate an out clause when he signed.
Yeah, and truth is, Chandler's one of those guys who can give you some solid minutes, but you hope at some point that he gets serious and commits to reaching his full potential.
Here's Moutier. Jason Terry picking up that last basket. Moutier kicks to Laverne. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Capella. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Moutier. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
First trip to the line for him here. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Houston in the lead. Left side, Terry. From about 19 feet, Laverne grabs the miss. Chandler, the pass to Moutier. From deep. A nice first. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes...
Basketball, this is my passion, you know, on the court, it's my sanctuary. You know, I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very serious.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
It's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them, the way they swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Gallinari is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Harris in at the point guard position. 4 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Chandler.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted. And really, I like the movement and communication there.
Gallinari with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Barton. No good. Good D by Ariza. Rockets leading by 4.
And, you know, Denver was not that good against the West last season, but they weren't as bad as you would have thought. Managed to get 19 wins against the rest of the conference, and we know how tough the West is, so that's not shabby.
Down low. Here's Gallinari. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. Took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
Moniunas is checked in for Capella. Gallinari did get better and better over time. I mean, he improved. He started to get back to his former self near the end of the season.
Yeah, had that huge 47-point explosion towards the end of last season. And listen, he's still a young guy and hopefully can continue to build after his injury woes.
For Denver, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Over to the wing. It's good. This game is all even. Gallinari's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Houston with it. And that one's good. Beverly.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Here's Barton, guarded by Harden. Passes to Gallinari. And he's good on the 3-ball. Gallinari's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Harden can't hit.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Harris dishes to Gallinari. Fareed a screen on Beasley. Back to Harris. From the arc. Another 3 for Denver.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now the dish to Beasley. Ariza gets to Moniunas. Harden inside the 3-point line. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Man, I love to see James Harden go to work and shoot that ball.
Here's Barton, guarded by Harden. Harris kicks to Gallinari. Lays it up and banks it in. Gallinari's got 11 points.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one. Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Now a timeout called by Houston. So for the Rockets, Dwight Howard's checked in for Beasley, and it's Brewer in for James Harden. And then for Denver, Arthur comes in for Gallinari, and it's Moutier in for Will Barton. Feeds to Moniunas. Back to Beverly. It's stolen by Arthur. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Fareed setting the pick for Moutier. Clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Houston. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
With the aggression they're showing early on, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
Jason Terry is checked in for Houston. And Denver with a change here, too. Burns checked in. The shot's good from Fareed.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Here's Arthur. And it's sent back by Howard. Ariza goes in. No good. And Denver the other way now.
You know, the Nuggets could create their offense, but they still would have trouble knocking down the shots. Just didn't have a lot of dead-eye laser shooters. Every field goal attempt with them was an adventure.
Denver's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And stolen by Ariza. Terry outside. It's stolen by Moutier. Fareed the pass to Moutier. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Terry.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Moutier kicks to Arthur. The feed to Moutier. Fareed a screen on Terry. Here's Moutier. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Arthur. The Nuggets with another miss. Houston's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Kicks it to Brewer. A 3-ball. Arthur grabs the board. Now here's Moutier. He feeds it to Harris. Offensive rebound. Here's Fareed. And that's the final possession with the nice defense. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rockets lead by 1. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, James, throughout the first half, you struggled with turnovers. Is keeping better control of the ball a major focus for the second half?
Yeah, that's still too many turnovers, especially on forced turnovers. So we got to really lock in on our turnovers, make the right play at all times.
James, we appreciate the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 16 points and 1 block. Coming in off a tough game last time out for him, he's clearly turned the page and it's bouncing back tonight in a big way. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed. Great job in the first half. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Harden doing it all. 16 points, and he's also got one block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Howard is out there with Beasley, and it's Beverly in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. To the inside, Howard, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Playing alongside James Harden, a lot less pressure, too, on Dwight Howard to carry the load offensively these days. And certainly Clark made things easier for him.
Not only easier, I think it's been more comfortable for him as a secondary scorer. Rolling to the rim, crashing the offensive glass. Those are things he can do at a high level for a lot longer, I think.
Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes. And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Moutier, no good.
And listen, Howard took his share of criticism for not being more aggressive and polished scoring on the low post. And the Rockets, though, a numbers-minded team. They know he's at his best as a rim runner in the pick and roll.
There's a good screen. Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Barton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And for Howard, really his biggest shortcoming offensively has been the free throw shooting. I mean, he averages close to 9 attempts per game over the course of his career. If he could improve that shot, boy, you talk about making a big difference in his production.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Well, looking back on last season, you could see the Rockets were tough at home. They just were relentless at going a team.
Yeah, how about a 30-11 record last year? And a lot of close ones for them, but that home crowd at times could just really will them to victory.
As it did help in the series against the Clippers last year in the playoffs. And the Rockets making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Nuggets.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Now, Moutier, he has 5. Here's Jokic. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
And, you know, for Houston's wins at home, a lot of it had to do with their three-point shooting. I mean, they shot an average of 35% from behind the arc at home, but kept their opponents to under 30% on the year in Houston.
And, guys, this is what makes Houston so good and why they've been so good for so long. In the last 31 seasons, they've only had 2 losing seasons. Only team in the league to do that.
The Rockets making a switch here. Capella's checked in. The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Harden can't hit.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
And, you know, for Denver, historically, they've enjoyed a lot of success for a long time. I mean, missing the playoffs consecutively might have been the wake-up call they needed to try something different going forward.
And that one's good. Barton. Assisted. Rockets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. It's Harden with the drive. Harden missing again. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
And listen, it's sometimes really hard for teams like the Nuggets to know when to rebuild. So while they weren't quite sure what they had coming in the last season, by the end of it, they had a clear idea of what direction they needed to head into for the future.
Dishes it to McDaniels. Beasley kicks to Harden. Kept alive. Here's Capella. Nurkic with the block. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Montejunas has checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. That's good. Here's Moutier. He's got 7. For the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Harden inside the three-point line. Again, the miss by Harden.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Chandler attacking. No luck. Good work defensively by Harden. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Chandler outside. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic a screen on Hart. Here's Barton. And the rejection by Harden. Finished off the break. And now a 4-point Rocket lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Houston.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverley, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
Brewer is checked in for the Rockets. Terry comes in for Patrick Beverley. Here's Chandler. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. In third, the Rockets.
You can tell by watching